In the last lecture, I set up this wonderful quote. Now I want to pass some content with props. So I could set up a quote prop here and simply send a string with single quotation marks inside there, since I have a dynamic binding, or without single quotation marks and without the colon then too. A wonderful quote like this. I'm sending this with the quote attribute I'm setting on my component. And then here I can add quotes to the object, which I therefore first of all need to add. So props, and here I would have my quote property. And then I could of course here use string interpolation to output that quote like that. Now if I save this, we still see a wonderful quote like before, and that's perfectly fine. I can now set it from outside. But maybe I not only want to set it like this, maybe I wanted to pass some HTML code with that. And this does not really work. I can't pass it like this, or yeah, I can pass HTML code. We also learned how to output HTML code here, but that is really not how I want to use that. Because if I got a more complex HTML code, let's say my quote should have a heading, the quote, and thereafter it should have a paragraph which says a wonderful quote, well then I somehow would need to create a string out of that, and no, I don't want to do that. That's the short version of that story. So here I will remove this property binding, and we'll remove the props property here too, and will not output it like this. Instead, it would be nice if I could simply pass this block of HTML code by simply enclosing it in my quote here, like this. And then I could simply output it here. That would be nice if I would have it in my template. However, if I do it like this, we see that's not working. It's an empty box. So that is not how that behaves. How could we change this? Well, we can change this with a concept called slots. Vue.js offers us slots we can reserve for content being passed from outside.